Hello, happy Saturday. Usually I say happy Friday, but I'm a day late with my video. So happy Saturday, happy leap year day. Happy birthday to my friend Christina. Yeah, I always feel sorry for people whose birthdays are on the leap year day because they only get to celebrate their actual birthday. What, is it every 4 years? So, yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and get my phone put in the mount because I need to quickly put on some lotion. I don't like to play with paper when my hands are dry, and I'm always one of those running at the last minute gals, so I didn't get my lotion on before I started. So let me get the camera up and we'll get going here. So that is the set that I am using. Network connection. So, hi Donna. Oh, is it stopping and starting? Let me know because it's like flashing at me. Maybe it's okay now. Now it looks like it is. So I've got some lotion. I'm just going to get this rubbed in real quick so we can get going. The card I am making today was one that I found on, and I just changed it up ever so slightly. And the person I think that originally created this card, because I saw that it had been reposted or actually somebody else had made it from seeing the same post I did, but I think it's Anne, and I'm going to spell her last name because I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Schach, and I think she's the person that originally came up with the idea for this card, and I just think it's a great card. I mean, it could be for anybody, but in particular, I think it's a great guy card. So, okay, lotion is all rubbed in. So I'm using I'll show you what I'm using real quick. The Sailing Home set, which I love because I live on the coast, and that very much looks like one of our lighthouses here, except ours has a little house that sits in front of it. I'm also using the Ornate Frames dies that was in the holiday catalog but still available. I'm using the dies that go with this, smooth sailing dies, rectangle stitched framelets, stitched shapes framelets, and the subtle textured folder. So those are the stamps and die sets that I'm using today. Okay, I think my lotion's good now. So I have, I'm also using, can't see it on there, I'm using the birthday and wishes words from this month's Paper Pumpkin set, which I love this set. I love that cute little piece of cake that's in there, and then it's got these that you can make the cake any kind of cake. Okay, so I've cut the card base out of basic black, so it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And my sample, which I will show you at the end, I did out of Night of Navy. But the one that I saw on Pinterest was black and white. And I really love the black and white. I love that whole kind of look. Okay, so I went ahead and I cut a rectangle using the rectangle dies, and I ran it through and embossed it with that subtle embossing folder. Now, the original card I saw did not have this big of a border around it, so I changed that a little bit because I kind of wanted more of the black to show. Let's see, I can go ahead and put that down. I'm also changing it up a little bit from my my sample that I did, and I'm popping it up actually backwards from what I did my sample. So I will show you that too when we get done. This is a fairly quick card, really. So there we go with that. Here is what I cut out using those stitched shapes. I cut out an oval, and I've got a piece for the inside of the card here. I can set this aside. And what do I want to do next? I think I'm going to bring in, let's stamp. So, excuse me 1 minute. I think I shut one of my dogs up somewhere. Hang on. I had shut the bathroom door and Todd was in there. He wasn't too happy about that. Could hear him whining and I thought, where is he? Okay, so from doing my sample yesterday, I left the birthday wishes here on my Stamparatus because I knew I was going to be using that again. So let me see here. Just seeing where I want to position my stuff. That's okay. Oopsie. So I can go ahead and I think I'll put that there. Let's see how that works. And then, well, I guess really I can only stamp one at a time because the words are a clear stamp and the other set is a red rubber set. So with one, you use the foam with the clear under here, and the other one, you take the foam out. So I was thinking I could do it all at one time, but nope. So let's just do this part. I'm inking it up with the black Memento. And I am satisfied with that, so I can go ahead and take those off. Kind of like it when words are separate like this, so you can position them how you want to. And birthday goes over here. There we go. Thanks for joining me, you guys. I really appreciate it. I know a lot of people are busy on Saturdays, so it's not the best day that I like to do videos, but everyone can always watch the replays. Plus, I always upload them to my YouTube channel. Okay, so these are both going to be die cut. So I'm just leaving a little room there. There we go. And I just need to actually take out that foam like I was saying, so I'm going to have to fix this. These magnets are so strong, which is a good thing, but they're hard to get off. Okay, let me put this back and get this repositioned here. I think that'll work. Thanks, Donna. All right. I'm still here. I've been trying to look at your comments on my phone and I thought, why am I doing that? Well, I have my iPad sitting right over here. Why am I not using it? Ooh, okay. There was something on there. A fuzz or something. That happens. And you know, my my memento pad is, I don't know if you can see the little strings on there. It's old. I should just really chuck it and get a new one. Let me just grab another piece of paper here. Am I in the right position? Let me move it over just a touch. Okay, let's try this again. Take two. That's better, but I want to ink it up one more time here at least. What have you guys been working on today? Anything? Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I do want to let that dry just a minute before I cut it out. I got a, which I'm sure some of you already know, I spoiled myself again and got a, what do you call that thing? Vagabond 2. I've never had an electronic or electric die cutting machine, but now I do. And I'm happy about it because I think I have arthritis in this joint right here. And you know, getting older, so I just think the electric for me is the way to go here. Okay, so while those are drying, I'm going to bring in the little oval shape here and the seagulls. Oops, don't want to do that. Excuse me. All right. Seagulls. Something which we have a lot of here where I live. And either seagulls or crows won. Was it yesterday or the day before? They'd really gotten into something and they were taking their food up on the roof and I could hear them up there pecking and they were being a little bit obnoxious. Okay, so here's the birthday wishes and I'm going to use one of those dies from the ornate frames to cut that out. So let's do that next. I love this die set. So I'm glad that it's not going away. There's a set that coordinates with it in the little mini catalog right now. And I have a feeling that maybe when the new annual one comes out that there might be even more sets that coordinate with it. We'll just have to see when that happens. Okay. There's a really cool die in the set that matches this, but I really wanted this to be a birthday card, and I didn't have a small enough birthday wishes stamp to fit in that die. Okay, so let me get this set up here. I was telling my husband last night, because yesterday was the first day that I used the Vagabond, and now you can see I have used it. And I said, boy, the first time you run a die through new plates on your machine, I said it's like you just don't want to do it, because then they're not perfect anymore. You know what I mean? But if you want to use your machine, that's what you gotta do. I love it. Hi, Maria. So I bought the Vagabond 2. The Tim Holtz Vagabond 2, which looks like a little suitcase. So cute. Here, let me show you. There it is. I love it. I have it sitting kind of on the side there, so the little things come up and it looks just like a suitcase. It's adorable, but it also works really well, so I am liking it so far. Yesterday was my first time using it, and I was really nervous about using it because I didn't want anything to go wrong. And I wasn't sure. I called my friend Leah, who I think is still on here watching, and asked her what sandwich I use for our thicker, well, and it's not even a 3D folder, but you know, our embossing folders they're thick. And so even though it mentions these subtle dynamic textured folders in the instruction book for that machine, I used the sandwich that it said, and it was not going through. And so she said, well, try it with just one plate. So that's what I did, and it worked. But Stampin' Up! Does have that special plate that they came out with for using the Big Shot, which I've never had a Big Shot, so I didn't buy that plate. But since it's the same, Sizzix is the same company, I think I will now go ahead and get that plate, and that will probably work better just using one plate in this machine. It will allow it, I think, to just have that extra little bit to give the better impression. Okay, now let me get the dies so I can cut out this lighthouse. So this is that die I was saying that that's why I used this one instead, because I didn't have a happy birthday small enough to fit in there. But that was the die that I saw. I mean, that was the one that that Anne used on her card. I really need to start using the magnetic sheets for my dies. Okay, and the one thing is, of course, I always use something sticky anyway because I don't want my die to shift while I'm cutting out. But the big plate on the bottom of this is not magnetic, but you can get magnetic ones for them if, you know, if that's something that you really want. It's really no big deal to me because, like I said, I always use something to keep them in place anyway. Cute. Okay. Now that's done. What's next? Put this away. Hi, Seal. I sure appreciate you guys all joining me. I don't think that, I was telling Leah, I don't think that my page is popping up a lot on people's feeds. And the thing is how the Facebook algorithms work anymore. Because I was telling her there's other like pages that I follow and I never see them, even though I've gone in and liked and stuff. If you don't actively like and comment pages that you like to follow their stuff, they just fall off your feed. You don't see them anymore, and that's really frustrating. Okay, now, oh, I have one more thing to die cut. I forgot. And what's this little piece for? I think that was for the greeting, but I went ahead and used that other one. Okay. In this, I'm not through with this set, so that's the stamps. I need the dies. I forgot. Gold foil cardstock here, and I'm going to cut out the ship's wheel with that. So pretty. Oopsie, I'm bending it. Okay. So there it is. So cute. Okay, now, yes, I'm done with all the dies. So I can set that aside. And what I am going to do is bring the inside piece in, and I'm going to stamp the cute anchor inside. Fit on here. I just didn't want to stamp at full strength. There we go. I love it. Okay. I'm not going to put any other words in there right now because I kind of like to do that when I get ready to give it to the person, because I might, you know, I don't know what I want it to say yet. Okay, now then, I'm getting out my little mini dots and my bigger ones. And I was looking at something, I think it was just our demonstrator website or Facebook page the other day, and someone didn't realize that you could still get the black dimensionals. And when you order the black ones, I don't need the black ones today, but I just wanted to mention it. When you order the black ones, you get the regular size and the mini ones, I think it's 2 sheets of each in the package. So just look for that online. They were first in the holiday mini catalog, but we still have them. I have a feeling that's something they'll continue to carry, because why not? It's perfect for when you're popping up dark colored paper things. Do my best to get this in the middle, but it's really not essential that this be perfectly in the middle because of the design of this card, actually. But I'll try. Close enough. Now then, I think actually what I'm going to do is cut this in half. Because I want the outside edge to be popped up, but since the middle is already popped up, we don't want to pop that up again, or it's going to sit all wonky on there. Wonky. All right. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of Tombow adhesive here on this side. So pretty. Okay. Now then, the wheel. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go ahead and pop that up, and that's why I brought the little guys out here. Let me just snip a couple of these in half. One more. Okay. I think we're good there. And this is going to go right here. Pretty. Okay, now this I'm going to do that with, and I can use my bigger one here. I think I'm going to put just a couple right together, and then I'm going to go ahead and put some glue here. Okay, now always got to have the blingity bling bling. So I'm just using the little basic rhinestones, and I think it's time for me to get another package of these. My supply is running low. I'm going to put one right in the middle of this wheel. One up here with the birds. Come on. And one right, oopsie. I want it right there. There we go. Okay. And that, my friends, is the card. It's simple, but it's so pretty, I think. Now, the original one I saw, one was done with no embossing back here. The other one was done with the wave, the kind of wave embossing folder, which I don't have, so I opted for the subtle textured one. Also, she didn't leave this much border showing on her card, but I kind of wanted that bolder border there. And then I also did it, my original sample, in the Night of Navy, but I popped it up differently. I like this better. On this original one, I popped up the lighthouse and the birthday. But on this one, we popped up the oval, and just, it made everything pop a little bit better, I think. I like it. Color-wise, I like both, but I think black's my favorite. And so that was today's card. I'm going to bring in this cute little card that I made a couple of days ago using the Bonanza Buddies bundle, so the stamps and dies. I just thought it turned out so cute. I love that set, and the paper that goes with it, everything. And I put some Winka Stella on his little birthday hat there. So cute. I love, the tag is in the die set, and the little banners, they're in there too. I just thought that turned out really fun. So that is that. Was there anything else I wanted to show you guys? I do want to remind you that if you're at all thinking about signing up with Stampin' Up, this is just the best time. I can't even tell you. There's not even an obligation. So I would love to have you sign up with me if you would like to. It's $99 free shipping, plus you're going to get that adorable little mini trimmer, which is right here. So cute. You're going to get that for free. You are getting a pack of 6x6 papers, plus you get to pick out any stamp set out of any of the catalogs, with the exception of the Hostess only stamps. So you could go find the most expensive stamp set in the catalog and choose that. Plus you're going to get $125 worth of other products of your choice to pick out, and a free past paper pumpkin kit. So you really can't beat that. You're going to get way over $200 and maybe upwards of $300 worth of product for $99 and free shipping. So if that's all the further you took it, you got a great deal, and there is absolutely no obligation, and from me there is no pressure. So I just wanted to put that out there. Also coming up on March 4th is going to be some new items added to the celebration. So when you spend $50, you get to choose a free product. So there'll be new things to choose from starting that day. So thanks for joining me, you guys. I really appreciate it. Feel free to share my video if you'd like. That helps me out, get the word out there that this person does videos and sells Stampin' Up. So have a great rest of the weekend, and I will hopefully see you next Friday back for Friday Fun Day. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.